Welcome back to part 2 of this dining room table and buffet makeover. We started this makeover like we do all makeovers with a trip to Lowe's to get all of the Gator Reptilion sanding discs we needed for this project. In part 1, you saw that I was able to completely sand down the dining room table and get the buffet base ready for stain and paint and remove the weird wooden design from the doors. Next, I used my favorite provincial gel stain on the top of the buffet. I love the rich color that this stain has, and I knew that it would really elevate the look of this buffet top. I applied 2 coats total, wiping in between each coat to remove any excess stain. I love how this stain really transformed the dull looking wood into a really rich looking buffet top. While that dried, I started to work on the buffet doors. I was left with some holes because of the wood part that was in the center, so I mixed up some wood filler and quickly filled all of those holes. This wood filler works really great with paint or stain, and I love how easily it is to shape with a sanding disc after it's all dry. Once the wood filler was all dry on all of the cabinet doors, I used the 80 grit Gator Reptilion sanding discs to shape the wood filler so that it looked nice and smooth and like a consistent piece of wood. No more holes in these cabinet doors. It already looks so much better, but to really smooth everything out, I used the 220 Gator Reptilion sanding discs to smooth the entire cabinet door, including where I had just used the wood filler. Once the cabinet doors were nice and smooth, I took them inside and wiped off all of the sanding dust with a tack cloth. Then I got to painting. Originally, I had chosen this really pretty blue color, and then I had a change of heart in the middle of painting and decided that maybe it clashed a little bit with the boarded batten. So I swapped it out for a very pretty and rich satin black paint from Reptilion. I painted on 2 coats of the black paint onto all of the cabinet doors and then also painted the base of the buffet in the same black. I'm so happy I made this swap before it was too late and I had a bunch of painting already done. I think that the black also really complements the stained buffet top really nicely, so all around this was a good choice. After everything was dry, I slid the glass back into the cabinet doors. Then I reattached the bottom wood piece that holds the glass in place and then reattached the doors onto the buffet. The buffet is not done yet, but I wanted to go ahead and start staining the table. So I used the same provincial stain on the dining room tabletop. I did 3 coats this time, wiping off the excess in between. The stain took to the wood so nicely. I am so glad that I sanded this tabletop down to the raw wood. It was definitely worth it, and I'm already so in love. Once the stain was dry, I sealed it with a polyurethane finish. I used the same polyurethane on the buffet top also. Now all that's left is to wrap up the rest of this buffet makeover. To solve the problem of being able to see everything that the buffet is storing, I installed these cafe curtain rods on the inside of the doors. The cafe curtains were a little bit long, so I used heat and bond to make them the size that I needed to be to fit inside the cabinet doors. This is my favorite no-sew hack. The cafe curtains are so cute and added pattern to this buffet makeover. Now the only thing missing was some new cabinet hardware. I went with this really pretty brushed brass looking hardware and simply installed it onto the cabinet doors. And that's it. Our dining room table and buffet makeover are officially complete. I cannot believe what a difference updating these 2 pieces have made for this space. I am in love with the way the buffet turned out. I think we definitely made the right decision swapping from the blue to the black and the perfect stain choice for both the buffet top and the dining room tabletop. These 2 furniture makeovers definitely went way faster thanks to the Gator Reptilion sanding discs. You can find everything that I used to complete this makeover at your local Lowe's home improvement store, or check out the link in the description to shop everything that you need for your next furniture makeover.